by cutting around the outside of the image with the background, I can decide if I want it to be softer edges or if I want sharper edges. You see how the paint just slightly blends with the previous brown layer. So if I want a softer edge, I can just let that happen. But in this area, for instance, if I want the edge to be a little sharper with these little hairs, I can bring them into the wet paint, and it will be easier to get sharp little lines than if I just had dry paint. You have to be careful because it does pick up the paint, so if you don't go back to your palette really often, you'll end up with little blue lines in this brown too, and you see I'm flipping the brush over. So once I do that, by adding the brown, some of these hairs can stay as they are, and then I can also come back in with the blue for even finer hairs. So now I just take some of the blue that I've been using to cut around and cut back in. To create the kind of hairs that I want. And the wet paint allows you so much more freedom than if you're trying to do this with dry paint. And this brush is just really chiseled, so I can get sharp little lines if I want, more so than I would if I had a pointy brush. And just a touch of linseed oil, and then into my paint. And you can just move those around. Be careful not to get all the little hairs going in the same direction. That's so easy to do, and it just takes a painting from looking good to being kind of stiff looking. I will come in with some variations on this blue as I get going, but by going around first, then I can use a bigger brush and freer brush strokes to do the rest of it, do the rest of the background. That was looking a little too spiky there, so easy to move around, really easy to move the paint around. And refine my drawing as I go.